Hello, and welcome to the APMA podcast. Me and Jordan here, coming to you live or on demand, however what you're listening or watching this. I hope you had a good Christmas, everyone.
Yes.
How was your Christmas, Jordan?
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Can't complain really. It was a nice one. What about you? How was your Christmas?
Yeah, it was good. I saw like quite a lot of family over the couple of days, like Boxing Day and obviously Christmas Day itself. Well, I think Boxing Day for me personally is like the day that you go a bit calmer on, maybe. I don't know. But I felt like I went out on Christmas Eve for a few drinks on Christmas Eve, and I was feeling bad for it on Christmas
Oh, yeah.
Day. And on top of that, just the alcohol with the mixed cheese just never goes. It's not right. Shouldn't ever
Yeah.
be two things that are mixed together, but they are commonly the most mixed together thing, it seems, at social events and holiday seasons, whatever it may be. But yeah, I think Boxing Day was the day I was just like fucking monged out,
Yeah.
just sitting there playing in some sort of game which I weren't really paying attention to. Just like, what the fuck is going on? What have I done to myself? But I did. I still enjoyed it. It was a good laugh. I do like playing board games and that sort of stuff at Christmas.
Yeah.
Did you? Where did you go for Christmas? Like, because you normally
My Christmas was split over 3 days. So we did Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve with my mum and Maya, and then we went to my dad's, which weirdly was the first day or first like Christmas thing. Sorry, I am slightly blurry. The first Christmas thing that I've done with my mum and dad together since I was 4 years old. So
Jesus.
that was a bit different, but it was really
Yeah.
nice. That was fine. Yes, we did Christmas Eve at my dad's. Then mum stayed here Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Me, mum, and Ma went to my uncle Tony's, where like my cousins that were, had dinner, had Christmas Day there. That was really nice. Lovely Christmas dinner. He really can cook. He's a fantastic cook. We had 3 meats:
3.
turkey,
Oh,
ham,
nice.
and goose.
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 Jesus
Sweet
Christ.
one, goose.
That's it. I mean, I just settled for the one. We had turkey with stuffing, but
That's
yeah,
it.
3 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, the food was fantastic. Had a few movies on throughout the day. I actually really thoroughly enjoyed the Super Mario Brothers movie or whatever it's called.
Oh, okay.
The new one. That was actually
I've not
really
seen
good. That was actually really good. And then we played poker for 3 hours.
3 hours. Jesus Christ. Are we
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about real money here, or are we?
Yeah, we all bought in with a tenner.
That's it.
Yep. Yep. Then add 10p, 25p, 50p, and pound chips. Yeah, it was really good. I ended up walking away £4 up.
That's it. That is a positive.
Yeah.
That is a positive.
My cousin Aaron, bless him, not the best poker player I've ever seen. He ended up buying back in 3 times, so he spent £30. He was chasing his losses, but to be fair to him, when the game ended, he was only 50 pence down. He walked away with £29.50 when he was £30 in the hole at one point.
That's a valiant effort. I rate that. That's a comeback story.
Yeah, yeah. And then Boxing Day, we were at Maya's parents, which was nice. So, yeah, that's really a Christmas. I feel absolutely shattered, but to be fair, I feel shattered because I went to the gym yesterday, and then we went to the gym today.
Yeah,
and it's all really caught up with me, I think.
How did you find, training with me and Dan?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's actually nice. Like there's, especially with like the squatting and stuff that we did at the start, because there were so many racks available.
Yeah.
To be able to all do the same thing simultaneously was nice. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. And there's definitely like that gym that you train at. There's definitely everything that you need there.
Yeah.
For sure.
There is like one of the good points about the gym. One about the racks, because you've also got, if you really wanted to go, take more than 3 people, there's also racks at the back. They're not exactly the same, but
Yeah, I
if
saw
right
them.
at the back, you can do squats on them if you need to.
Yeah, I think there's about 9 fucking squat racks in there.
Yeah, which is
That's a
pretty.
lot of squat racks.
There's a lot of squat racks. But yeah, it's good to have you in the gym. I mean, it's a bit complicated getting into it to get the day pass sorted
Yeah,
out. But
I mean, just have a desk
it's,
where you
it's,
can just pay to come in, like all the fucking QR code shite and emails and signing up and
it's,
ugh.
it was actually quicker for me to ask a member of staff to provide you with your own unique PIN code to get in than it
What
was
did
to
you say to him? Because obviously, because I was expecting to have to show him my receipt.
I didn't see exactly what he did on his he had a laptop with him. I just said, "Oh, my friend's just signed up for like a day pass." But he hasn't been sent a pin yet. And the guy was like, "Oh, okay, what's his name?" And I said his name.
Oh, so he would have
I'm guessing he saw
he'd have been
like,
able to see that I
yeah,
have done that. That's
and then
cool.
he just said, "Do you want to take a picture of that pin code and then let you know?" So that's what I did.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's so strange walking into there knowing that it was an Argos before.
yeah. And
But
there's
yeah,
a
it's
lot of
good. Good to have you
space.
there.
That's
It's a
obviously where
very spacious gym, like not just like floor space, but the roof space as well,
yeah, it's
which is probably
massive.
good for ventilation, really, to be honest. But yeah,
Yeah, no, it
we'll have
was it
to,
was it was a cool gym.
we'll have to get you, or maybe we can come to you maybe another day when
Yeah,
you.
I mean, you're more than welcome to. The only issue, and one of the reasons why I just thought, I'll just come to you guys, is some gym. I was gonna say a battle pass. Fucking hell, a day pass at your gym is £7. A day pass where I go is 15.
15 quid.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. The only time Dan, which I totally understand, the only time Dan really comes my way to train with me is sometimes they have some cool promotions on for charity. So, like around Easter time, rather than paying for a gym pass, you donate an Easter egg and then they take that to like a children's ward in Norfolk and Norwich, I think.
Okay.
So, like, you get like a fucking £4 Easter egg or whatever instead of paying 15 quid.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate, it's so fucking steep. It used to be a lot before COVID. A day pass was a tenner or £5 if you were with a member, and now it's just a flat 15 quid.
Mm.
And you can only come with a member. You can't just go there
Yeah.
so that's like wow.
Yeah.
Recoup yourself.
I don't know how much it is extra at Pure Gym where me and Dan are, obviously, but you can. So there's like them that you don't just have like a basic subscription and that's it. There's like a fucking upgrade tier and all this shit.
Yeah, as well where you could use all the pure gyms in there.
Yeah, I've just got the one where you can use the one that you designate,
Yeah.
which is the Yarmouth one. But if you go up to the upgrade your membership, you can do like a buddy pass 4 times a month. I'm pretty sure. And
Okay.
I didn't know if Dan had that. Obviously, he didn't. But
Yeah,
yeah, there's tiers to this system, which I'm sure Dan, the podcast APMA Dan, would love. But
you would love that.
yeah, yeah, I've seen a picture. Funny enough, I just remembered to say I've seen a picture of him on a beach in Mexico.
I was gonna say, is he still in Mexico?
Yeah, well, I don't know when he posted it, but it was like over the Christmas, like Christmas or Boxing Day. I
Yeah.
saw. So yeah, he's looks like he's loving life in Mexico.
Nice.
Beer in hand, on a
Yeah.
sun lounger,
Nice.
blazing sun. That's what you want to see.
Lovely.
Yeah. But in terms of, I forgot to ask you actually. This is quite important. regarding our conversation last week about what we have for Christmas dinner. Did you have bread sauce?
Yes,
You did.
I did. It was fantastic. I was actually really surprised.
Did a lot of
Yeah.
people like go for it in your family, or
A couple did. A couple did. A
yeah,
few went for cranberry. I just saw he stared at 'em. But yeah, no, it was yeah, it was good. It was
mm,
good. The bread sauce. I mean, listen, it doesn't matter. I mean, it was a tub that you heated up. But I don't give a shit. I just appreciate that there was bread sauce there.
yeah,
You know.
makes sense.
Um, but yeah, it's just really fucking nice. It was really nice. But I've been fucking struggling a little bit because I've got like it's not contagious or anything, don't worry. But I've got like a fucking in my throat. Not like a throat infection, but like a fucking I don't know, it's like a big ulcer like towards the back of my throat. So it's
Oh,
like been struggling to fucking eat. Like and then I've also had my neck injury. So it's been pretty
oh.
wild.
Is it the chewing that's hard, or is it the swallowing the food? This the
Swallowing is the hard bit.
right.
And then just turning my head. But like last night was fucking horrendous, man. Trying to sleep, like between those two things, was just so fucking bad. So I injured my neck in the gym like 2 weeks ago. So I took like 2 weeks off the fucking gym and then went back yesterday. And I was fine. It was like when I first done it. I was fine for like 6 hours after the gym, and then it just hit me.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's not how fucking injuries work. You either injure yourself and you're like, yep, I'm fucked. But like, I came home, had a little sauna in the sauna blanket. We got that from her parents for Christmas. Didn't actually know that fucking existed.
Oh,
It's the
what
most insane, mate. Hang on, let me see if I can. I think it's called My Life with an I,
sauna blanket?
mate. I did it yesterday. It's fucking mental. Here we go. Infrared sauna blanket. My High. That's
My
it.
heart.
Let me find this. Here we go. My High infrared. I'll send you the hang on, let me I mean you can see the price right there. It's not the cheapest thing in the world. This isn't like me trying to flex or anything. I was just showing you a blanket. I actually did not know it was that expensive. Fucking hell. But yeah, so this was me on the sofa. If you just I've put it in the private
I
chat
put it in
of
the
the
private
thing if
chat.
you want to
Cool.
flick it up. It's fucking amazing. I won't lie to you, mate. Like it's infrared, so it's not like heated coils or anything. So you're not gonna.
Yeah.
But
Pop it on the
yeah,
screen.
you fucking slap that on, mate. You sit in there for about laying there for about half an hour. I watched an episode of Godzilla, that new series. Can't think what Legacy of Monsters, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, look, you're just like cooking on your sofa.
Jesus.
Yeah, mate, and that's a sauna.
How that is insane.
It's nuts, and it's really nice. I felt incredible afterwards, and then about 2 hours after that, my neck was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you got a neck injury." And I was like, "Fuck's sake."
Sure, let you know. This is when the pain's kicking in.
Yeah, but yeah, and then what you do is, so you there's like a robe. If you look at that guy, you can see he's like almost got like a black towel on top of him.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a robe kind of consistency sleeping bag thing that you get in. Then you get in the sauna thing. So the robe sleeping bag like consumes all your sweat. Disgusting, I know. I put it straight in the washing machine.
Right.
And then you just open up the sauna bag once it's cooled down, a little anti-bac spray, wipe it down, and then you're good to go again. But it
Jesus.
takes 5 minutes to heat up. It's fucking nuts, mate.
I've never even thought that that would be a possibility.
It's because her parents have got they're really into like cold plunge and saunas and stuff. They've got a sauna in there. Her dad, it's really cool. Her dad built like it's like a barrel of wood. Like he built his own sauna. It's so fucking cool. So
Jesus.
they're big on like cold plunge and saunas and stuff. And we have the Lumi cold
Oh,
tub
the
thing.
ice
Yeah, the
bath.
ice bath thing. So yeah, they got us that to fucking to sauna.
Mm.
so we could do hot and cold. I'm actually tempted to fucking go jump in it.
That's it.
But yeah, it's just really weird. Like you're just on your sofa, but it's like, well, I did it on five. So there's 1 to 9. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and each of those represents a temperature. Like 4 is 50 degrees. So I did mine on 5 to start with because I like build up. So I started mine on 5, which was like 60 degrees.
Jesus.
Yeah, just sweating on my sofa.
Burn 300 to 600 calories per session.
I was not aware of that, which is pretty fucking nuts. But I have to say, apart from my neck, which I'm not connecting to that, because as you can see, your neck is out of it.
Yeah, it's
But
exposed.
ignoring my neck injury, right? I went yesterday. I trained. I did push, but I did predominantly chest. I've been on creatine for a while, and I was shocked that yesterday, right? I was just going through the motions on bench press. I love bench press. I was like, warm up on 60. Okay, nice. Then I did 70. Okay, nice. 80. Yeah, I still feel fine. And I did 90 for like 6 to 8. And I was like, holy fucking shit. I've done 100. I think the most I've ever benched is 100 and 120, I think. Was it 120?
Jesus
130? It might have been 130. I can't remember. Anyway, years ago, back when I was with Jordan in fucking Top Body when I was like 20. But anyway, I've done 100 a few times, well, many times, but I've never done it by myself. I've never done it without a spotter. But I just pissed 90 for like 8. So I was like, mathematically, I can do 100 for 1. But the whole, like, you've got 100 kilos over you.
Yeah.
Get a spotter. But I was like, fuck this. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to do it. And I fucking laid down and I did 100. Bosh, pushed it. I was like, okay, that felt good. I did 100 for 3, racked it, waited 5 minutes, went back, did another 100 for 3. I was so fucking happy because I've never done it not spotted. But that's what creatine, man. It helps your strength so much. But anyway, so I did that and then I did a load of other stuff. And then I went home and I got in that sauna thing. And it honestly felt like I hadn't been to the gym.
Wow.
I was like, this thing is fucking insane.
That is insane.
Yeah. So, really, really cool. But yeah, it's something that I had no idea even existed.
Well, there you go.
It was a sauna blanket.
A sauna blanket.
Yeah.
Well, now you know it exists and it seems to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Testimonial from Jordan himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got me the like the lean box thing, which had stuff. That was pretty cool. That's got creatine in it. So that could be my gateway into creatine. Because I've not had it really. At all.
Well, I thought it was perfect because like you use a towel. It has got a towel in it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like use a towel and that. I was like, it's got a towel, it's got a shaker, it's got some shakes and stuff. And then, of course, what was the other thing we got you, Loz?
Well, now I would say that I don't actually remember. I was trying to remember quickly, but I can't remember.
The tinfoil hat.
Oh, yes, of course. It's literally in the box. I put it in the box and I took a picture of it.
Yeah, you took a picture and sent it to go. It's so fucking funny.
You see
we won't say what you said because that's just
because it was
it's just a private personal message. But but the picture is fucking hilarious.
I want to see if I can find it. Just because I think I purposely made it look like more of a tinfoil hat rather than just like it's kind of like got the elasticated waistband that goes around the head.
See, I didn't know it had that bit, but to be honest, I'm glad that because it just looks like that will not come off in the wind. But it's just fucking, it's brilliant.
See if I can get this image.
Obviously, Loz. I don't know. Did I mention? Oh no, what did I wear? Was it on the? No, it was on the Drip podcast. I wore this one. This is what you got me.
Yeah,
Leeds United training shirt.
You did open it before Christmas. But
I did, yeah. I did.
Oh, look, this is look at that. Look at that.
Look at that. That's magnificent.
Yes, that is a tinfoil hat and a half.
That is
Did you? I
so.
can't remember. Did you wrap that? You didn't wrap it individually. That was inside the same wrapping as the box, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
I nearly missed it. I remember
Did
nearly
you?
missing it. Yeah, I kind of put the paper to one side, and like looked in the box that you got.
Mm,
And it's, oh, cool, sick. And I was literally picked up the paper and I was like, that's quite heavy for just a bit of paper.
yeah.
I don't know why. I picked up and I remember thinking it was heavy, and then I just put my hand in, rummaged around, and found that.
Yeah.
There you go. Just put it straight on. It felt natural. It is natural.
I thought it was very on brand.
It is. And now,
Fucking
whenever I
brilliant.
do a podcast about conspiracies, that will be worn. Just to let everyone know.
You know?
But yeah, that's probably, I'd say, one of the most functional presents I've gotten this Christmas. To be honest, that
Yeah.
and the lean box stuff.
Have
It
you
was cool.
tried any of the shakes or anything?
I haven't had any shakes. I've had the like the brownie cookie thing.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Nice.
What else is there? There's a like a sort of caramel chew bar that I haven't had, but I'm interested to try the creatine because it's flavored, which is obviously the preferable. You're
Yeah.
gonna you don't want to just have fucking creatine without it being powdered, but it's gonna be my gateway in because I haven't really touched
Yeah.
it, to be honest, and I don't. A lot of people swear by it. I just haven't really got on the train, I suppose. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's it. It's just something that has always worked for me. The thing is it can like some people are really susceptible to it, which fortunately I am. So I know some people that have done it, and they're like, I literally I see, I can't feel any bonuses or strength advantages or
right.
anything. But obviously, you never know. But the thing is, just the basic, just the basic maths. Like, so without creatine, I'm not fucking doing a set on 60, 70, 80, 90, 2 on 100,
Yeah,
you know. So I'm pushing because of the extra strength. I'm pushing my body further, which is helping me develop more. Do you see what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
That's where the real, for me, the real benefits lie.
It
Um,
makes sense.
yeah, but yeah,
People,
I'd
what people
definitely give it a
say.
go. I know, obviously, you've got the flavored powder in that thingy, haven't you? If you do
Yeah,
decide to go for it, I would personally recommend tablets, just because.
tablets.
Obviously, I know that I'm hoping the powder tastes nice.
Yeah,
Creatine tastes like shit. I would, yeah, it's bad, but that was
right,
like unflavored, so just
right.
creatine, the taste of creatine. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking like I used to fucking neck it down in like blackcurrant squash and
Oh,
spend about 30 seconds trying not to throw it back up.
Jesus
Whereas
Christ.
tablets, just take a tablet, bosh,
That's it.
you're golden,
You pop them like pills.
and you're
Easy
away.
enough. That's it. Jesse says, "Is the tinfoil hat or the tin hat your best prezi?" I wouldn't say it's my best prezi, but I would say this next thing that I'm about to show is
Oh,
probably the present that I'm most happy with, just because it's one of them things I looked at and went, it's a bit of a gimmick, really, isn't it? It's a bit of a, you try it out once, it looks cool, and then you just don't touch it anymore. But I bit the bullet and basically put it on the what it's meant to go on and used it for the first time yesterday. I'll show you.
oh, what is it?
It's a go like a Govee immersion lights that you put on the back of the TV, and it
What?
reacts to what's going on the screen.
Oh, sick.
So we watched like a couple of videos to like demo what it can do, and it's really cool. Once you get it calibrated properly, it's really accurate to the colors and the direction that the colors are going on the screen. There's a tutorial video where it like shoots like lasers into the corners of the screen, and it captures basically what colors are on the screen, and then obviously projects them through the LEDs at the back of the TV. So it just
That's
gives
really
like a
cool.
another layer of immersion watching like shows or whatever
Yeah, yeah.
videos or films. It just looks really cool. Um,
That's
So
sick.
yeah, that's probably the best present I've had because you don't. I felt like when I first saw it, like on an advert, because I think Philips TVs were like the first one that did this like properly out of the box. Whereas this is
Yeah,
a something you add to the TV once you've already bought it. Where Philips had that already in the TV. I was like, they're charging a premium for it. You're like, is it really going to change your viewing experience that much? But it does. Like if you turn
yeah,
all the lights off and you have it like this, obviously this is on a monitor in someone's room, but yeah, it's the same sort of deal. It looks cool.
that's fucking sick.
Scott says, "Imagine a flashbang." Haven't tried playing any games on it. I have to see how that is getting flashbanged on COD. But yeah.
Yeah, I've seen like a video of that, and they were watching like Star Wars,
Mm.
and then like when the lightsaber come up, oh, Joe's fucking looks sick.
Yeah, I think one of the demo videos that people on again, I did go on a Reddit thread to figure out what people were using, like calibration techniques, what the best options were. And of course, one of the big things that people say is, "Oh, watch this scene from Harry Potter." Blah blah blah. It's like, I really don't want to watch this scene from Harry Potter, but it gives you a good idea of
Yeah,
how it works and where it can be used and where it can be utilized, which is cool, especially for the sci-fi genre. It's definitely going to be immersion or more immersive with the
mm,
sci-fi genre. But yeah, that's cool.
yeah,
That's probably the best present I've got this
sick.
year. But I'm a simple man, like literally I get this, but then my mum also got me, as simple as it sounds. I'm sure I think Bailey's already got one of these unless I'm mistaken. It's an LED rechargeable hat. Like literally like a woolly hat
Rechargeable
with a
hat.
torch on it.
Oh, with a torch.
Yeah.
Nice. I thought you were gonna be like. I
Downstairs.
thought you meant like thermal.
Nah, nah, nah. But yeah, I was just literally I was wearing it for hours the other day,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like turning it on and off. Like I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm so easily amused.
That's
But yeah,
sick.
like a £5 present. My mum normally does me like a hamper of all sorts of stuff, like different. She
Nice.
gets like cheese. Not that I needed any cheese this year because my god, my asshole is ruined from the amount of cheese that's passed through it. The other side, obviously. Um, yeah, she does like a load of stuff. Like she got me some pickles, some stuff that will go with the cheese, chocolates, small stuff like the hat. And then she gives me normally money because she knows I want to go and spend stuff or spend money on stuff I want to get. But yeah, it was just I don't know, simple stuff. Like my sister got me that. On
I've
her,
been looking at that. That's really cool.
I did. I remember we had one in the studio, the first studio we had for APMA,
Yeah,
but that's after we reworked it and redecorated it.
yeah,
Um, and I just didn't know where that went. It looked cool. And I don't know. Dan might have it. I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, my sister
It's
got
like
me
that
that.
deep sea diver helmet. I'd love to know where that is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out of that that studio that would be like, wonder where that is now.
Yeah, I have this. Yes.
Oh yes, yeah, the steampunk rhino.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And of course, I have Lob in the
Yes,
corner. Lob Bazaar, chilling,
chilling.
chilling next to my fucking electric drum kit. So I'm going to be learning the drums. I've
Yeah,
decided by the time I am 40, so i.e. the next decade of my life is going to be dedicated to the art of the drums.
that's it.
How long would you say it it would take me to just get to a point where I could play along with some tunes?
I'd say probably if you like pick the most simple, basic music, up probably maybe a couple of weeks to a month.
Is that all?
Yeah,
Oh, sick.
it might. Like
My
that's what
my
it took me.
biggest my biggest worry, not worry, my biggest I feel like my biggest challenge in my head is just getting the foot pedal in sync with my hands.
Yeah, you've got a bit of a weird predicament because you are right-handed but left-footed. which
Yes.
is going to be a bit of a.
So my
But
kick, is it kick drum? Is that what it's called?
yeah, you bet the bass drum, or
Bass
people call
drum.
it kick drum, bass drum. So
Yeah,
your right
that's
foot's
my
going to be doing that.
yeah. That's technically my weak foot.
Mm. You
Which is
can
good.
have it like you can put it the other way around if you really want to.
To be fair, yeah, I could.
With it
Especially
being
it's an electric kit. It's
yeah,
literally a case of pulling a plug out and putting it
yeah,
in. But then I just no. I think I just rather because then if it comes to a time where like I want to either get a proper kit or go to like that place me and you went to,
yeah,
and just rent out a place for a little bit rather than fucking about with all that. If I'm just accustomed to the normal way, it's doable. Like I know fucking right-handed people that play golf left-handed just
yeah,
because, and it's like it's doable. You just got to get your body to do it, ain't you?
yeah, yeah. It's just well, if you learn that way, I think it'll be better for you to learn the way that it's the hardest for you,
Yeah, I
because I feel like if you have it changed, because that's not very common to have right foot or left footed and right handed. You're gonna have to change so much if you
yeah,
do learn it the other way.
yeah.
But
I don't
yeah,
know why the fuck I am left-footed and right-handed. It's really weird.
mm. Yeah, I'm right handed and right footed.
Yeah, I just never got on with my right foot at all. I just realised because Framo put big episode 150. This is episode 150.
It is 150.
That's nuts. That's so cool.
150 episodes of this great pod.
That's it. That's fucking sick.
Right.
But yeah, no, I'm going. Yeah, like I say, learning the drums.
How
Which
are
is
you
fun.
finding it at the moment? Like, what's your level at the moment?
So my level at the moment, I found a channel called Drumeo,
Mm,
and it's literally like this is so fucking simple. It's bass drum hi hat together,
yeah,
hi hat snare,
yeah,
bass drum hi hat snare, bass drum hi hat snare, then bass drum hi hat snare, bass. So it's like, so
yeah,
you're getting two in there. And then it's just like a 5 minute thing where they do, where it's like, okay, so we're going to do, that. And then she keeps going. It's like, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And then it's
yeah,
like, and 1 and 2. And it's like, on the next 8, we're going to hit the crash. And then it's like, just shit like that.
yeah.
And then she's like, and for the last one, we're going to go over to the ride. And it all goes to shit. So that's where I'm at.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So as soon as the ride comes up, it's a big problem.
Yeah, because it's also because like whenever it shifts, she like hits the crash. So it's like crash over to the ride, which sounds so fucking simple, but it just throws my kick drum out.
Yeah,
I don't know what. So obviously that it'll come, but it's just like yeah. And then sometimes I get a little bit mixed up where I hit maybe like the snare drum twice instead of the kick drum, and then I get annoyed, and then I get like out of sync, and then I stop and wait for her to go back to the kick drum and then come back
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very rusty. But I did about an hour and a half yesterday, just having some fun with it. But yeah, no, it's really cool. It's really good. And as you know, ever since even when we were in the fucking band, secretly, I wanted to be the drummer. I didn't want to be the singer because I just think the
Yeah.
drums are so fucking cool. So yeah, I'd love to just be able to just not even at like a fucking master level, but just to be able to sit at a drum kit and just play something that people will stand there and go, fucking hell, that sounds sick. That's all I want to fucking, be able to do. Just do like a cool drum fill or whatever,
Yeah.
and be able to play along to a load of songs. But
Yeah,
obviously,
there's
I think my issue, not my issue, but as you know, my favorite genre is quite heavy
yeah.
and double foot quite hard, or is it?
I've never really tried. I mean, I've tried double foot, but I've never properly learned it, and it was difficult for me.
Yeah.
But
What would
yeah,
you? Because you were always more like kind of punk kind of drummer, weren't you? Would you say?
Yeah, I'd
Like
say
blink
anything from
style
like
type.
yeah, anything from like indie to kind of punk rock really, or pop punk. But the problem with pop punk is that we started off the band. Obviously, you weren't in the band when we started it,
Yeah,
and we did exclusively pop punk songs.
yeah,
And I hadn't been playing the drums long enough to master anywhere near the level you could replicate Travis Barker being at.
yeah,
So I was having to adapt the songs to basically be able to play them in a way that you go, "Oh, that sounds kind of like that song that he's not playing properly." But with you liking the music that you do, you're going to be going from basically what that woman's telling you to do on Drumeo, which is obviously very, very simple. And it's literally about getting your coordination and rhythm in together.
yeah,
And you're going to be taking that and throwing it all away to be going basically staying in rhythm, but switching up the coordination, which is just such a mind fuck.
right.
Like when you get on to doing like triplets and stuff like that, you're just like, why the fuck did anyone invent this? Can't you just keep it the same? But yeah, the music that you like is incredibly hard to play. Like even if you just take Slipknot for example, like
Yeah,
obviously Joey Jordison was their drummer for fucking ages. He's
yeah,
well known as being one of the best drummers to ever have lived, let
yeah,
alone be in Slipknot. So yeah, you got definitely you've picked a path that's probably the hardest, but
yeah.
fuck it. If you
But
get to a level where you can even keep along and keep the song progressing, even if you don't do every fill, even if you don't participate in any solo or anything like that, I still think that's quite good considering
yeah,
how hard the songs are to play on the
yeah.
drum.
Well, because I was, as you know, like my end goal. If you think of YouTube, my end goal was this here, the silver plaque. My end goal for the drums is Slipknot Unsainted,
Right. Okay.
which is just
That's
like
my goal.
fucking. Yeah, that's probably the equivalent of like 10 mil on YouTube. Like it's fucking,
Yeah, it's
it's
definitely
it's
a
insane. The fills in that are fucking mental.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the pick take your pick out of any Slipknot song that it's gonna be full with fills that are just no,
Yeah,
it's no. Like I remember when I was trying to learn Anthem Part Two, which is one of the songs we did in Out of Reach, which is a Blink song. I was like, "There's no fucking way I'm gonna be able to do these fills. I'm gonna have to dumb it down to such a point where it will be obvious that I have changed the song
mm.
uh, to be able to even attempt to play it."
See, that's insane. That's insane to me because although I'm not a fucking music maestro or anything like that, I just remember being in some fucking band sessions and just being mesmerized with what you could do on the drum kit.
Mm.
Do you
Well,
know what I mean? And
the one thing I would say is that I learned a very unorthodox way. I kind of taught myself by listening to music. So that's why I can do that thing where, and I haven't done it for a while, so maybe I can't still, but they'd give me a song to like listen
yeah,
to, and I'd be able to play it within maybe like 2 or 3 listens to the
yeah,
song. Um, just because I'm just visualizing what the music is and then putting it down to
yeah.
the drum kit in front of
I
me.
I did that one day. I came in, didn't I? And I was like, Lozzy, this song has a sick drum intro. It's My Chemical Romance, something Wolves. I can't remember the song. Wolves. Or it might
Yeah.
just be Wolves. And the intro's like dun digga 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 tsh, dun digga 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 tsh, and you literally listen to it once and
Mm.
then you did it. And I was like, what the fuck? That's mental.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I do. That is something that I get. I don't know even know if it's really something you can teach it, I suppose. But I just got it from the bat, like from the get go.
Yeah.
I was teaching myself how to play, and I did learn majority on an electric drum kit as well.
That's cool. That's cool.
You'll
Yeah.
notice the difference when you go from having an electric drum kit. It feels more responsive than a percussion kit. Um, just because the pads obviously aren't exactly the same as like drum skins.
Mm.
So you will feel a big difference going from that if you ever transition to a real kit. You will feel a big difference. But I always felt like I could do more intricate stuff on the electric drum kit as opposed to the full size percussion one.
That's
But yeah,
interesting.
it's great to learn on though, because obviously you haven't got the big downside of having a normal kit is sound. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking loud, which
Yeah.
is one of the reasons why I got an electric one.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And you can have obviously you can do this to a certain extent with the acoustic kit. But on the electric ones, you would actually press a button and everything sounds different. Like all
Mhm.
the kit, the range of sounds you can have on
Yeah.
electric is just ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing I haven't fucked around with. I just used literally kit one, and it just sounded like a normal drum kit. What what can you actually like? What? How am I supposed to? What am I trying to say? Like, how does a drum kit sound different? Like,
It's really comes you can have like there's probably I'd imagine on that kit you've probably got like 4 or 5 different live sounding percussion kits. Like let's just say for a lack of a better word, like a rock kit. It's got like your crash, your
yeah,
ride, maybe a splash, hi hats, toms, whatever.
yeah. I got 3 toms, snare, hi hat, crash, ride. I think that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Crash, ride, hi hat, 3 toms, and a snare,
Yeah.
and
So
then obviously my foot pedal.
all the other kits will probably be variations of like different styles of drum sounds. So you'd
Yeah.
have like a more dancey kit where the
Here we go. Sorry, I was just in the drum kit list. Let me have a look.
yeah
Page 29. Oh, right. Yeah. So it's like I was watching a video of this girl who had never picked up a kit before or never played drums. She had played piano though, so I feel like she's at an advantage. And in 30 days, she documented it, and from 30 days, she played fucking. It's not exactly a song I'd maybe be interested in playing, but Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars.
yeah
So sort of like jazzy, kind of
yeah
funky. And yeah, she did that in 30 days. I was like, holy shit. Right. So that's interesting. I was playing on Pop 1 drum kit. So
right
you got Pop 1, Pop 2, Pop 3, Rock 1, Rock 2, Rock 3, Funk 1, 2, 3, Latin 1 and 2, Jazz 1 and 2, Brush, Orchestra, Dance 1 and 2, East 1 and 2, Percussion. So I've got
okay
20 different drum kits.
yeah.
I had no idea that I just thought a drum kit. I don't want to sound offensive, but I thought a drum kit's a drum kit.
You change a lot of the sounds on drum kits. Like if you listen to like R&B compared to like indie or rock, you'll notice that the drum sounds are a lot different, even
Mm.
from like the hi hats and the snare. Obviously, the rest of the kit really follows that, but yeah, the bass, the snare, and the hi hats are the ones that change probably the most that you notice.
Okay.
So if you like, for example, if you listen to let's just say Slipknot, you'll notice that the drum sounds are much more punchy, much
Mhm.
more front and center in your ears, as opposed to maybe hip hop or R&B, where it's meant to complement the rhythm of the singer or the rhythm of the rapper, whatever it may be. But yeah, it changes from genre to genre, and it's not always the same. Like you will have R&B artists who use live kit sounds rather than just like electronic sounds, but it's a kind of general rule that rock has the more heavier sounding drums, more beefy sort of stuff. But it's good that you can learn. Do you say there's a brush? There's a
There's a
brush kit.
brush. Yeah.
Now, brush kits, I've never really fucked with them, but it's it's what you use to play the drum kit. So you can get brushes instead of having
I've
sticks.
seen
They're
this. Yeah.
brushes. They're used really in like kind of jazz, majority that sort of range of music. They just make the sound very light and it's very light movements. You're not lifting your hand up here; you'll be having it down, and it's very soft sort of, I'd say, sound out of the kit. But that's great to get a range of kits on there, so you can just fucking go ham and
Yeah.
change it up every now and again. Once you get further down the line, that'll be cool.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna try out the rock kit, I think. But yeah, I'm just gonna be doing the Drumeo thing for now. Just get because I'm like obviously, yeah. I think I'm best just to do drills, aren't I, to begin with?
Yeah, I'd say personally, like the way that you're doing it is far better than the way that I did it. Because I pick up, I've developed my own bad habits through all the musical instruments that I've learned. I've learned guitar by myself. I learned bass after I kind of got used to guitar.
Mm,
And I do things that people, if I know if I went to someone who was teaching a musical instrument, they'll say, Don't do that. That's something
yeah,
that will start to make you develop bad technique." And I definitely did that on the drums. Like,
yeah.
I'm a I would have my hi-hats, for example, would be way, way too low. Like, they should be
Okay.
much higher up, but I'd have them way too low.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like having to have my arm up here, I preferred to have it down there.
Right.
But it does come down to personal preference. Some people say it's better to learn the way that you're doing it. Some people, if you speak to them, will say, "No, just go for it yourself." But I personally think you'll pick up less bad habits than doing it the way that you're doing it, so
Yeah. Well, we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I'm very, very motivated to pick it up as a new hobby. I think I think it'll be a very rewarding thing, because it's one
it
of those hobbies that like you can basically, you can essentially track your progress by how much better you are at it,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
it's once you, like, start getting into the swing of things and you learn your first song that you can play pretty much all the way through, let's not say absolutely perfectly, but you can keep rhythm with it, you're keeping in time, you know what part of the song you're moving to next and what, is coming after that. I think that when you do that, that's when you, like, start to realize how far you're progressing.
Yeah.
Um, you've got hundreds of different variations of, sounds and that you've got on the
Mhm.
kits, and you've got 20 kits, and they've all got different drum
Yeah.
sounds on it. So you can
Yeah.
go if you want to, you can just fucking start doing different genres of music. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Ashton says, "Have you ever seen Whiplash, Jordan? It's a great film about drumming." I have seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, Jordan.
I haven't. No, I haven't. I
It's
do want to
very,
watch it. It's got a thing in it.
very
What's his
good.
name?
Something Simmons.
Yeah. J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, very good film.
Yeah. No, it's one I really want to see. So I'm just looking through this instruction manual. But yeah, no, it's definitely. I might actually watch it tonight. Actually, that might be something I do.
It's cool. It
Yeah.
probably wouldn't make you want to go into a sort of band per se, because
Yeah.
it's not a very good reflection on the person who leads the band, but it's such a good film.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I sound fucking spoiled. Maya got me for Christmas tickets, well, for me and her in April. Birmingham. I'm seeing Hans Zimmer.
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I cannot fucking wait.
Because you look at the list of music that he is responsible for.
Oh my god, we literally did that on Boxing Day because Maya said to her parents, "Oh, me and Jordan are going to Hans Zimmer." We'll do it right now. Because even I was shocked. Like
Yeah.
the
You go
fucking
from, like, Pirates of the Caribbean to Inception to Dune.
yeah.
It's
So,
ridiculous.
right, so you've got this is nuts. So this is just I've typed in Hans Zimmer movies. This is just what's on his movie list, right? Interstellar, Gladiator, Inception, Dune, The Dark Knight, The Creator, Kung Fu Panda, Lion King, The Holiday, The Last Samurai, Spirit, Da Vinci Code, Pirates of the Caribbean, Pearl Harbor, Prince of Egypt, Top Gun Maverick, Blade Runner, Dunkirk, Man of Steel, James Bond, No Time to Die, Madagascar, Amazing Spider-Man, Sherlock Holmes. He's like Black Hawk Down,
Yeah.
Gladiator 2 coming out in 2024. Like, he is just like the guy.
Yeah, 100%. He's probably when I see his name being responsible for music in films, I'm like, okay, this film has been elevated straight
Yeah,
away without me even knowing what the fuck the film's about.
definitely. Like Christopher Nolan, any movie he does, Hans Zimmer's on the fucking,
Yeah,
Inception, Interstellar. Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Because he's like one of these kind of artists who does kind of everything very, very well. But he has like obviously he has a massive band that and
Yeah.
orchestra that go with him. But he won't just like come on and, let them do their thing and play the odd song with him. He does obviously pretty much every single song, but he swaps the instruments up. So like for example, I've watched him where he does Pirates of the Caribbean. He comes out and plays that on guitar with the rest of the orchestra and the band and stuff. And he'll switch up to piano for a different song, maybe for something out of Inception.
Yeah.
It's really cool because you get a full range of what he can actually do. And
Yeah.
his music there's a reason why it's, famous because
Yeah.
it's great music for films and it's good music overall. But yeah, it's very good. I've not heard anyone say it's a bad experience going to watch him.
I
So yeah,
can't, man.
that'll be cool.
I can't fucking wait. Yeah, it was a very nice surprise. I was like, holy shit. But yeah, like I say, that's April. But yeah, man. No, I was probably gonna do a bit more on. I might do a bit more on the drums this evening. Actually, I always get tricked by like winter time. Like it feels so fucking late. It's only 6:20.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember driving home the other night. Might have been even yesterday or day before. And it was 5 o'clock and it was pitch black.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was literally if I had to guess the time, it'd be like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird, and it definitely plays with your perception.
Oh yeah.
And that because, like, if you're driving home in the summer and there's like 5 hours of daylight left,
Mm,
you're not even fucking thinking about it. But
no. Got a
yeah,
few people in chat saying, hope you had a lovely Christmas. Yep. I think we both enjoyed
we
our Christmases,
did.
and I hope you
Yeah,
did too, wherever you had your Christmas or whatever you were doing.
yeah,
Yeah. Ashton said Zimmer is a god with movie music. He's up there with John Carpenter and John Williams. I feel like John
yeah,
Williams is probably the best example of, the caliber of person that he's up against.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's the other thing I want to learn. How do you do the? Is it? How do you? I literally watched a tutorial on how to do it, but I can't.
Oh, what, spin the sticks?
Yeah,
Never really did that at all.
yeah. See, I like. Have you seen? I know I've sent him to you a few times. That Spanish guy, the Esther.
Oh, is he the one who smokes like a fucking doobie, right? And
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, I watched
he
him.
does like the single hand stuff, and then he does all this shit,
Yeah.
and he's like flicking it in the air mid shit, and it's just like fucking.
Yeah,
That's cool.
he is a freak of nature. Like I don't know how he does the stuff he does with one hand while smoking a doobie with the other.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any physical sense.
it's
But yeah,
nuts.
that's when you reach that level, you're like, you're fucking the tits. You gotta be
Yeah,
to be able
like
to
the
do.
shit that he does is fucking insane.
Yeah,
Absolutely insane. There's one he was doing. I saw a video. He's doing fucking. It was two hands, like fucking, doing all this shit, yeah. And in the song, as a shotgun goes off, and he's like doing all this shit, and he just lobs the drumstick, gets out a shotgun, and then the shotgun goes off. Obviously, it's like fucking muzzle flare, fucking
yeah,
After Effects. But yeah, she's doing this insane fucking solo. Throws his stick, goes down to his side, pulls out an actual shotgun, and then just finishes it one-handed, and then does his like right because he always slams the sticks on the drum when it ends.
yeah.
It was so fucking cool. I saw it yesterday.
No,
It's like,
he's so
fucking
good,
hell.
so
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, it's fucking really cool. It's like that pretty much, but like it
Yeah.
doesn't quite look right.
No.
But I watched this woman did it, and she was like, basically, you do this, but then with this finger, you like do that, so it like wraps it round, but it just doesn't work. I'm sure I'll get it.
Yeah, I never really kind of took much, not notice, but I never really tried to learn the sort of stick tricks,
Yeah,
like twirling them and fucking flipping them up and catching them and doing shit. But yeah, it definitely looks cool, no matter
yeah.
what.
Oh dear. I
But
don't
yeah,
know. Just want to do it all.
I reckon if you, how often would you say you'd ideally want to put like sort of hour wise towards drumming each like week?
I don't know. I reckon I reckon maybe 3 hours a week.
Yeah,
Is that enough? It's not enough, is it?
I reckon it's
I
a
could
good
do
place to
more.
start. You could probably do more, but it's a good place to start. If you can manage 3 a week
Yeah.
and then try and push it to, even if you did like 3.5, 4 the next,
Because
like,
the thing is, I know, I feel like when you're learning anything, I feel like there's a balance that has to be had because it will be frustrating.
mm,
So I don't want to go like, oh, I'm going to do fucking 2 hours every day. And then, it's like, fucking hell, this is fucking so hard. And then you get, disheartened. Whereas I feel like if you maybe do I don't know, maybe 3-4 hours a week, building up until you get to it'll be slower, obviously, but until you get to a point where actually once you get to a point where you're competent enough for it to be enjoyable, that's when I feel like you go for it. You
right.
know, it's the
Yeah.
same with golf. Like, if you go to a fucking driving range and all you're doing is sculling the fuck out of a ball and topping it, it's not going to be fucking fun. But then
Yeah.
once you get your first fucking 200-yard drive and your first chip, then all of a sudden it's the best thing ever.
Mm,
You know, like a game of golf, 4 hours long. If you're playing shit, it's the longest 4 hours of your life. If you're playing great, you don't even notice the time go.
yeah.
You know, Jesus. So
That's
that's
it.
how I feel I'm going to treat the drums. Yeah, maybe that might be very, very low. Actually, I don't know. I'd like to 3-4 times a week, and then just see how long. I'll do my drills and shit, and just see how long I'm on them for.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that I've always wanted to do. I now have my own fucking kit, and so
Just go for it.
I'm not, YouTube is a hobby now, so I've got more time outside of fucking, work. And although I must admit, I got Baldur's Gate 3 last night, and I am absolutely
Ooh.
loving it. With that being the exception, gaming isn't doing much for me at the moment.
Mm.
So to learn an instrument would be quite nice.
Yeah. I think there's something therapeutic about learning an instrument.
Yeah,
Also, there's another thing I was gonna say, but I forgot. Uh, I felt the drums helped me release a lot of stress when I was learning. So
yeah, I can
if I
see
do
that.
get stressed, that's a good avenue to use. I would say you'll probably get people who say you should do a lot more per week if you're starting out, um, like sort of learning. But I feel like if you go in and say, right, I'm going to do 8 hours a week, and then you don't hit the 8 hours, I
Yeah,
feel like you might feel that it's
yeah,
starting to become a bit more of a chore than it is like something you want to do. I'd keep it something manageable. Um, I think 3-4 hours a week to start off with is fine.
yeah. And also, if you lowball it, you're more likely to exceed, like you said. But with what you're saying,
Mm,
you go too high and then you don't make it. You're like, ah, fuck's sake. Whereas if I say 3 and I do 7, I feel like a god.
yeah, yeah,
You know.
that works.
So yeah, but
You'll
no,
be you'll be drumming along to Slipknot in no time.
that's it. I fucking hope so. Things like, and also like like fucking Chop Suey.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
fucking cool song to drum to.
To be honest, most of the System songs are cool to drum to.
Yeah.
Um, there's not really a lot of that sort of music that you like that won't be fun to drum to.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'll be more difficult because it's the more drum heavy music and more intricate sort of stuff in terms of you know rhythms and different speeds and tempos. But yeah, they're all once you like get stuff down, that'll all be really fun to play.
Yeah.
I struggled when I learned because when I learned, would have been around the time that my music taste was changing from
Mhm.
like I used to listen to like 50 Cent and you know D12 and all that sort of shit, and then my music taste just switched. I don't
Yeah.
really know what happened. I started liking like indie music, rock, got into Kings of Leon, that sort of stuff. Then listened to more like metally sort of stuff, new metal with Linkin Park and all that sort of stuff. Oh, I don't know how it happened. I don't know why, but it just did. But then I had to learn the drums, and I was picking simple songs to play to. And I remember I was trying to learn a Lady Gaga song at the time, and I was like, I fucking don't like this song at all.
Yeah.
It's relatively simple. I can keep time with it, and I feel like that if I just persevere, I'll be able to play the more complicated songs that I want to play later on down the line. And obviously, down the line, I could play
Yeah.
the more complicated songs. Like, I'd move from like Lady Gaga into maybe a bit of Foals or something like that. The difference between going from Lady Gaga to Foals is you realize very quickly that when you have a band that's got like a dedicated drummer and the drummer is someone who wants to be kind of not shown off in the music, but wants to kind of do something a bit different in one song compared to the next, you'll hear a lot of pop music that's got the same rhythm, same tempo, same drum pattern. Whereas, like a dedicated band with a dedicated drummer will want to mix up sort of stuff as they go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Foles is a great example. Some of the songs like I still can't play now that the Foles
Yeah.
do.
Off the top of my head, I'm thinking like Cassius. That would be quite a fucking
Yeah,
quite a. I'm pretty sure that's pretty rapid, isn't it? Cassius.
I can't. Yeah, there's a couple of parts in that are pretty rapid.
Yeah.
Uh, but again, once you get down to once you get down the simple stuff, I think it's pretty good direction to go.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
cover a few genres, you'll love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah.
So what? When do you kind of get to the point where you can just kind of take a song that doesn't have drums and then just fucking do your own shit over it, or is that really advanced?
Uh,
Like I'm thinking, like you take like a fucking a rap song and rock it up.
I mean, well, that would I've never really tried to do it with a rap song, to be honest. But I'd say you probably need to have at least a few months experience like playing songs consistently.
Yeah.
Depends what you want to do. Depends what level you want to take it to. If you're expecting to make like I don't know, turn something like Eminem into, Limp Bizkit, that might be a bit more difficult if you haven't got everything down. But I changed. I can't remember what Boxcar Racer song it was. Might be There Is. I had to change the drum pattern because I couldn't play what Travis was playing at the time. He was doing like a drum roll, and at that point in time I couldn't do one, so I had to change it up, and it's kind of semi worked, kind of didn't. It would kept the same tempo, it moved the song along.
Hmm.
You could tell it wasn't the same, but you just gotta give it a go. See what you come up with. It's a good tool as well if you're going to do that to kind of get your inspiration going and coming up with your own sort of drum beats and drum patterns, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because I used to do like if there weren't a fill I could do, I'd make my own fill up that was probably more simple and easier to pull off. Even when we were doing the covers when you were in the band, there were certain songs that I couldn't do fills that were in the song, so I just made a fill up
Hmm.
went with it. But I feel like drumming is kind of really the only pure place you can do that, because you can't really do that on guitar to the same extent, because if you just play different notes, the song sounds different. But
Yeah, that's very, very true.
if you play a different fill, it doesn't change the song as much as it does if you change it on guitar or bass or piano, wherever it is that the song's written for. But yeah, it's definitely a cool place to get your juices flowing and sort of, I don't know, come up with your own sort of stuff
Yeah.
and change songs if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll stick to it as well, because it's something that
Yeah.
you've want to have gotten into quite a long time ago. So
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know, when we went like last year or whenever it was, I absolutely loved it. My only concern was like, fucking hell, it's just like, was it 8 quid or 12 quid a pop?
I think it was
You
like
know,
12.
for an hour or whatever to learn. Like, that's a lot to learn. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Look, so let's say I did fucking 5 hours a week. That's 40 quid a fucking week.
yeah.
You know, whereas now I've got this here, so it's perfect.
Yeah, that's the best. Look, what you've got there is the best scenario, to have something
Yeah.
at home, because you can just go on it when you want to go on it. You
Yeah.
haven't got to worry about if the space is free. You haven't got to worry about someone coming in, necessarily teach you for them to be free. So yeah, I think that's a good scenario to have. You
Yeah,
got
definitely.
an electric kit, go on it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Learn it in sort of I say bite-sized chunks, but I wouldn't ever say just fucking have 5 hours spent on the kit, because you'll just be knackered and
Yeah.
you'll just want to fucking jack it in for like several days.
Yeah, definitely. And then obviously you know drums. There's a guy that I work with, Tyler. He's in a band. He's a drummer, which is really cool. So yeah, that's awesome. Can't wait.
That's
I
good.
kind of want to go on and do some drills. I won't lie. Might do that after this, but yeah. But
Well,
Christmas was really good this year, I felt, and also it was nice in a weird way that it was so mild. I know it's not very Christmassy, but it's nice, like, you know, it's like 14 degrees, so you're not like fucking freezing your ass off. I don't mind snow, but you know, if it's just like 1 degrees and raining, that's
yeah,
just shite, isn't it?
yeah.
The fact this Christmas, I think it was something like the 19th or 20th. It might have even been, I don't know. Basically, they recorded like 15.3 degrees at Heathrow, and it's like the hottest on record for fucking December or something like that.
Yeah,
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, I think I kind of. It's weird at Christmas because you almost expect it to be like fucking deathly cold.
Yeah.
And Boxing Day, especially, because I went for a walk on Boxing Day morning, and I went out in a coat, hoodie, t-shirt underneath, fucking had gloves with me. I was like, I don't really even need the coat, to be honest.
No.
It's quite warm. So yeah, it fucks with your head, because with me, I don't know if it's just in my memory of Christmas when I was younger, you'd always be fucking frozen solid Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like now it's maybe moves a little bit, and now January going into February is the more colder time of the year.
Yeah, I find January, February is always a bit shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope wherever you were, you guys watching and listening, wherever you're listening from, hope you had a good Christmas, and I hope you have a good New Year. That we won't be back until what's this? This 28th today. The 4th. The 4th. So yeah, I hope you have a good New Year's, whatever you're doing. I think you're having a bit of a chilled one this year, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm having a chilled one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice. I think there's a couple of people are staying in, so we're just gonna have a little Discord party.
Nice.
Okay. No objections to whatsoever. It might sound boring, but I don't give a shit.
Now there gets a point where you just want to have, even if it's just for like 1 or maybe 2 years in a row, just chill it down for a bit.
Yeah.
And have another one, a messier one later down the line, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll go around my sister's this year for New Year's. Just have a little. Well, I say there'll be drinks, but I won't go mental because I don't really like drinking to that extent, especially because it could just completely fucks my stomach up. It's just my stomach hates drink of any kind, in any quantity really. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a little Christmas. Have a little New Year's round hers, and
definitely.
I hope you, wherever you are, have a good New Year's also, and stay safe, please, everyone. Stay safe, stay sensible,
for sure.
And we will see you in the new year.
Yes,
episode 151. Yeah, as it's been our 150 episodes of the glorious podcast that we call APMA.
That's it.
And we'll see you in the next one. Up the APMA. Bye bye for now.
See you later, everyone.